The MAG utilizes tools, indices, and performance measures which are not clearly understood by the participants. Can we have a forum on these measures for our appreciation? We may not know it, but we may already be causing real flags, red flags, I suppose, to be raised without the participants knowing that the MAG considers these already as violations. You're asking for a forum.
Yeah, last month po, we went to Cebu, no, for a stakeholder forum, basically focusing on market assessment and the task of the enforcement and compliance office on the market. So actually, we have scheduled this on maybe September or October for the Luzon. So meron po naka-schedule. Question, second question.
No, that's it. Another one. Co-optimization only requires that energy offer plus ancillary offer is greater than the available capacity. How do you ensure that ancillary offer is not used to curtail energy offer?
Actually, that's part of the co-optimization process. Now, if you, I don't want to deal with the details of the mathematics, but in terms of the co-optimization process, you provide a priority on energy and reserve. And in our case, we provide higher priority for energy, and we co-optimize it with reserve. That way, if there's scarcity in generation capacity, it will try to satisfy first the energy requirement before it satisfies the reserve requirement. I hope I answered your question.
Okay. Regarding the withholding of capacity issue, is the MSC considered in their surveillance the capacity being nominated by the traders for ancillary services? This is one of the reasons why the full capacity of the plant cannot be nominated in the WESM.
Yes, I think we are also looking into that. The possibility of offering some reserves and not all the energy would be causing some of those capacity gaps. As to whether they are withholding capacity, we are not making any conclusions as to that. We still have to look at that.
I have two more questions. What are the primary technical problems that must be resolved prior to initiating WESM operations in the Visayas?
Based on our coordination with the service provider like Transco and the metering services, one of our main constraints are the telecommunication from Visayas to Luzon. We were informed by Transco that their telecommunication facilities were affected by Typhoon Lake, and the restoration will be completed only late this year. And another constraint that we're facing is the on the metering side is actually the retrieval of metering data because of the limited telecommunication facilities in the Visayas region. And hopefully we could be able to resolve these issues before the end of this year.
What is the status of the price mitigation measures proposed by the tripartite committee, GOE, PENSI, ERC?
For public consultation on the PGI. Guys, the tripartite committee was put together really as a means for the first year to make sure that the prices don't go wild. It's not an ideal way to control the market again. So, in as far as there's debate, there will be a public consultation, I believe, that the regulator will be putting together to discuss these prices. However, again, Meralco has entered into a 90% contract. A lot of the DUs are contracted up. And ultimately, that's the best mitigation possible by contracting to avoid market volatility.
We can now start with the open forum. There are some microphones available on the floor. Please feel free to approach the microphone. And please identify yourself and your affiliation. You can react to the answers to the questions, or you can share your views. Do you have any more questions? If there are no other questions or comments, then we request the lunch committee to serve the lunch. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to our distinguished panelists, Mr. Mercado, Mr. Holobainen, Attorney Dimagira, Engineer Pangilinan, Engineer Caruela, and of course our moderator, Professor Danao. Take a bow, gentlemen. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to give some cursory announcements, especially for our for the following: the generation and supply sectors,